So a slide meets a reflection. When we do them together, it is called a glide reflection, okay? A slide and a reflection. Here's the deal. In a glide reflection, you have to do the glide first and the reflection second. But the way they write it, the notation for it, is backwards of that. So you have to just keep in mind when you see this one that even though it looks like a reflection and then a slide, you need to do a slide and then a reflection, okay? So here's what you're gonna see with this. They will tell you to graph triangle RST, where R is -5, 4, S is -2, 3, and T is -3, 1. Okay? And then they will tell you the notation for it, what they want you to do with it, and that is this. In this case, they're asking for this setup. Okay, so this is the way it will be written. One of the things to note, and this will help you clear up the whole which one comes first, is that little dot in the middle means after. Okay, so what they're looking at here is they're saying it is a reflection over the line y equals 0 after a translation of 8, 0 of triangle RST. Okay, so a reflection over the line y equals 0 after a translation of 8, 0, meaning you do the translation first and then you reflect it. And I know that is a little weird that they write it that way because they write the reflection first, but just do the translation first, okay? Do the slide first and then flip it. So you got to start with your initial triangle. So the triangle they give us is RST. R is -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's point R. S is at -2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And T is at -3, 1. So we have this triangle currently, okay? And then it says a reflection over y equals 0 after a translation of 8, 0, okay? That means we need to translate 8, 0. Where am I going for a translation of 8, 0? What is this telling me to do? Eight spaces to the right, no spaces up and down, right? Because the 0 would be my up and down. So you're taking each one of these points and just moving 8 spaces to the right. So if I take my R, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces to the right, it would be there, okay? And we're not going to call this R prime yet because we're not done with it. So just call it R for now so that you don't get confused which one is which. And then S, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would be here. And T, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would be here. Okay, so we have this new triangle. I'm not even going to draw the lines in because we're not done here and we're not using that triangle other than to help us get to the next one. So you may draw the lines in. I don't have a problem with that, but you definitely don't need them. Okay, so that is the slide. Now it says a reflection over the line y equals 0. Where is the line y equals 0? It's the x-axis, right? Where y is always 0 is this line. So we're going to flip over the x-axis. So like I said, this is nothing new, right? We're just doing the two things together. We're sliding, which you already know how to do, and then we're reflecting, which you already know how to do. Just do the two together. So for t, I'm 1 above the line. I need to go 1 below the line, and that's going to be my t prime. S is 3 units above, so go 3 units below, and that will be my S prime. And then R is 4 above, so go 1, 2, 3, 4 below, and that is my R prime. So this is my image, my end result. Okay, this triangle is how we want to end up. So basically we just took this triangle, did a glide reflection, and we got that guy. Okay. Questions on that? So you slide and then you flip. Good? Okay, let's do another one. I'm not going to write the points down this time because I feel like at this point you should be pretty good at plotting points like that. So I'm just going to show you where we're starting. So A is at 3, -2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So here's your A. B is at 5, -1. So here's B. And C is at 4, -5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so A is 3, -2. B is 5, -1. C is 4, -5. Okay, so there's our triangle. Here's what they ask us to do with it. Can anyone tell me what that says? What's capital R? Reflection. So it's a reflection. What? Over the line x equals -2. After, right? That's after a translation, right? T is translation. So a slide of -2, 4. Okay? Which one do we start with? The translation. Okay, we're going to slide first. So if I'm going to slide, we're starting here. Okay, do this first. Do this second. Where am I sliding? 2 to the left, 4 up. Okay, so 2 to the left, 4 up would put our A right here. B would be 2 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So that's our B. And C would be 2 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So there's our C. Okay, so we did our slide. Now they want us to reflect over x equals -2. Where is the line x equals -2? It's this way, right? It's vertical. And you need to go to -2. So where x is always -2 is this line. Okay. Where is my A going to end up then? Where's my A prime going to be? How many units away from the line are we currently for A? 3, right? So if you're 3 units away this way, you need to go 3 units away this way. So this will be my A prime. Keep in mind when you're writing this down, you're flipping it. So don't put your A letter over to the right of it because it's going to be inside your triangle then. So keep it kind of over to the right side. B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units to the other side is my B prime. And then C is 4 units. So 4 units to the other side would be C prime. So this is my end result. And you don't need to shade, guys. I just always shade. I don't know why I shade, just to show you what I'm looking at. But you don't need to shade. But that would be a glide reflection with this rule. Questions on that? Okay, that's all you're doing today, glide reflections. Here's my closing question for you. Which isometries, which rigid motions don't change orientation? In other words, which ones have the same orientation and which ones have opposite orientation? So we've talked about, here, let's just do this. Same orientation versus opposite orientation. How do you spell opposite? 1S. 1S? That looks weird. 1S. So we have talked about a translation, a reflection, a rotation, and now a glide reflection. Okay. Which way does the translation go? Same or opposite? Does it have the same orientation or opposite? If you were to name the two figures, do you name them in the same direction? Yes. It is same, okay? So a translation has same orientation. What about a reflection? Has opposite orientation. You name one clockwise, then the other one's going to get named counterclockwise. What about a rotation? If I have my figure and I rotate it, when you name it, does it change the direction you name it in? It doesn't, right? Rotation has the same orientation. What about a glide reflection? Opposite, right? Because you're taking a slide, which is the same, but then you're flipping it. So if you're doing that flip still, right, a reflection has opposite orientation. So same, opposite, okay? Any questions on that?